He's on right there. He's the big fish.
That's crazy.
Dude, he's big. It's a big smallie. Huge smallie.
Wow.
Bring him over here.
Smokes, man.
That's a nice one there.
That's right, we're gearing up for smallie season, and this may not be the jig head you want to use this season. Why? Well, that's coming up right here on Live to Fish. Hey everybody, welcome back to Live to Fish, and if you're like me, getting ready for that smallmouth bite, you definitely want to put some swim baits in your arsenal. Now these here are the 3.8-inch Keitech, and specifically the Swing Impact Fat Keitech, and this is in the Smallmouth Magic color, and these were literally Smallmouth Magic for me last year on Lake St Clair. I caught a ton of smallies on this bait, and I can't speak highly enough about it. And I'm sure you share this frustration with me on swim bait jig heads. Some styles tear away from the plastic way too easily. And this is the culprit right here. It's the standard swim bait jig head. That's right, with the 1-prong or 2-prong bait keepers. And what's designed to hold onto that bait ends up chewing through that bait so much that you go through baits that end up in the used junk box. Well, I'm here to show you a better alternative, and don't worry, I will show you a hack that will help you get better life out of them if you still want to use those traditional jig heads, but I would not recommend it. Here's the 6 Sense Divine Swim Bait jig heads, and here's another example from Mustad. They also provide a screw lock jig head, and I'm going to show you how to install the swim bait on it properly to get more life out of your soft plastics. Now here's a side-by-side comparison of the traditional keepers versus the screw lock. And again, I'm going to show you by demonstrating how you insert the soft plastic onto the screw lock and how much more secure it actually is once you get it there. So we're going to go ahead. This one's already been chewed up a little bit, so but for demonstrative purposes, I don't want to use the new stuff up and ruin it. We're going to bring it up right to that first thread, and then we're going to start twisting. Pushing forward, and twisting. But you don't want to put too much pressure. You don't want to push too hard onto that because you'll start tearing up the plastic. You want to let the thread do the work here. And again, you can cut off that front end of the bait if you want to get that flush with the jig head. I don't. I just leave them on there like that. But you can see, well, it just slipped out of my hand. But it is on there. It's a lot more secure. It takes a lot to tear it off. Can you tear it off? Sure, you can still tear it off, but the fish won't do it. It won't get caught up during regular catches. It won't get flung off during casts. It is definitely more secure on there. And that's the beauty of the screw lock. Okay, if you absolutely have to use these jig heads with the keepers on it, this one's got one on the top and the bottom of the jig head. I'm going to show you a quick hack that's going to allow you to keep this on there more secure and also give it a little bit longer lasting life, but really not too much. It still tears through the plastic. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on and thread it in just like we would normally. Just like we're mounting it on there. Now, the difference is right here, as I bring it through the back, we're going to bring it up, and instead of going all the way up to the front or the tip of the jig head there, we're going to now twist this a quarter turn. Now, this is already chewed up a little bit. We're going to twist it a quarter turn, then push it through, and as you can see, those keepers are digging through that soft plastic. Now we're going to twist it back the other way, back towards ourselves, another quarter turn. What that's going to do is that's going to twist that in there and lock that into that plastic. You saw how chewed up it was? You can still see the hole right there. It's all torn up, but it's still hanging on to that plastic. So you can still use these once they're torn up a little bit, but again, using that method, it's going to secure it a little bit better. However, a couple strikes, couple pulls by the fish, couple fish catches even, and this starts to kind of tear up. And you can see how those keepers just tear through that plastic. They kind of just rip through. And again, you can only get away with this technique a few times before your bait is eventually just unusable. It's just all torn up. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and hit that notification bell to let you know when Live to Fish puts out new videos. Until next time, be safe, be well, and as always, live to fish.